know what? I'm not even.
Not only can you sign it, you can make your own little Lego figurine too.
Yeah, I'm fucking signing. Hang on. Oh, I'm tagging the shit. Oh man.
My girlfriend just sent me this. I've been sending her all a bunch of videos. And the kid goes, "They're so nice out there in California."
So intense.
Oh. I love that kid.
Goes Colt. Just passed my PTO. Yep, sure that'll go well.
Just gotta find his buddy.
Jumped through the window after that one. Out here, and I said, Krista, I didn't tell everyone that. I told you that in confidence.
$4,495, 58 milliseconds. Papa Smack says morning, shift change.
We have interviews today, so I have to go in early. Interviews at 10 a.m. Yeah, luckily I have seniority, so
Papa Smack says, "Ah, that sounds fun."
stay on the shift that I'm on. Yeah, we have 5 interviews for the our cadet program. So hopefully we get 3 out of the 5. We had 3 last time and picked one, and then that one changed his mind. So he didn't have any last year. cadets. We had a current cadet that is now a PTO.
Office Max says, how long is cadet program?
2 years. So they start their junior year as a cadet, where they're basically just shadowing us.
Office Max says, oh wow.
They come in. Well, it's part of their school time. So they start their junior year. They're like a security kind of eyes and ears for us, basically. They're part-time. They come in and they work 29 hours a week, walking the halls, basically, and just kind of whatever. They're in a clean shirt and pants. And then as long as they do all their, keep their grades up and pass all the physical fitness checks along the way.
Linda says, hi Mushroom.
Good morning. They go to our academy, which is a full-blown police academy, over the summer between their junior and senior year. And then, assuming they pass that, when they come back their senior year, they're a part-time officer, so they have full uniform. They're a fully certified police officer. They still kind of in the same capacity as they were previously, but they're armed and they have, they look just like us, basically. They make a little more. They still work 29 hours. And then the idea is to finish their senior year while applying to, police departments, either ours or other ones. And then ideally, when they graduate, they get hired by, whatever department they decide to go to.
Office Max says, so cadets get paid.
Yeah. Yeah, they're basically a part-time university employee. In our situation, since we don't have a lot going on our campus, they basically come in and do their schoolwork and whatever. Take a lap every now and then. Go to, drive around with us, go downtown, get food. The one we have right now basically works my shift Monday through
Linda
Thursday.
says, how's it going?
Good. Just up earlier than I'd normally like to be, but so the one we have right now kind of assists me at night, so it's kind of nice. It's, I'm normally by myself, so I have someone there. He's actually in the process and about to be hired by the local police department down there. So he's in the perfect kind of scenario that the way his is working out the way that you want it to. So he'll graduate with his degree in May and then get hired right away by the local department, making whatever, $70,000. Not sure what they start at, but recently we got a pretty decent pay increase a couple years ago. So now we're more competitive. We're the second or the third highest paid department in the state. So now, previously we'd lose all our cadets when, they'd go through our program and then they'd go get hired somewhere else and we'd never see them again until, they do their 20 and then they come back but now, since we're more competitive pay-wise, we're retaining
Office
a lot.
Max says, gotcha. I think our junior cadet program was volunteer internship, but that's 12 to 15-year-olds.
Okay, yeah, that's more like an explorer type thing. This program is designed to take college students that have an interest in law enforcement, put them
Office Max says, yay.
Put them through the program, to the departments. We have people in the FBI. There's a department locally. The city that we're in, that our campus is in, has maybe 8 prior IU Police Academy graduates. So it's kind of, I don't want to say it's prestigious, but it's more than the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. I think there's a little more curriculum. It's a little more special than just getting hired by a police department, going through like the general police academy that everybody goes to. It's a little more, and it's nice for police departments because if you're looking at 2 candidates that apply, if you have one that's already got the police academy, that's a huge cost savings and time savings. You know, you hire someone that's already gone through, you hire them and they're ready to go right away. You put them in FTO and field training, and then, you know, in 3 months they're on the street by themselves. If you hire someone that doesn't have has never been to the academy, you hire them in, you go through the whole process, and then you have to send them away for 3 months to go to the academy, and then you bring them back, and then you put them through field training. So you lose that person for 3 months at the academy, and then another 3 months for field training before they're ever on their own. Or if you hire someone from our program, or someone that's already got the academy, you're saving 3 months of time getting them on the street. So it's a benefit to departments to hire people to come out of the program. And in our town, it's kind of a 2-tiered process because the local high school has a program called C4, which is a law enforcement like prep class that they get credit for. So they go through that, and then it kind of funnels into our program, which is kind of cool. So usually we get a lot of people that went through C4 in high school that come to our campus that want to also be in the cadet program and just kind of started in high school. It's almost like ROTC kind of. It's kind of a pipeline into your career. So yeah, long story short, we're interviewing 5. Hopefully we'll get 3 out of the 5.
Joker 21682 says the cops buy me to a YPI program. Papa Smacks says wish they had more training things like that for diff jobs, like construction, retail.
Hey, they used to. Joker, how are you? Look at my shirt. You see it? I'm wearing my free shirt. I didn't realize it was like embroidered.
Papa Smacks says gotta finish house chores. Good to see you early.
Yeah. I mean, good to see you too, but I hate getting up early. Joker, what's the story behind this shirt? Did he get shit on by a
Rogue
bird?
Eggman says just doing a check-in. How are things?
Rogue? Things are good. Are you playing games tonight? Things are good. Going in early for some cadet interviews. Do these once a year. Hopefully we get some cadets out of it. Last year we interviewed 3. Picked 1, and then that one backed out. So we ended up with none. Good shout.
Rogue Eggman says unsure. I'm debating pulling the trigger on the new re-game.
Resident Evil. Someone, who was it? Google Micah mentioned that. I saw somebody playing it last night. I haven't played a Resident Evil in a long time. I remember playing Resident Evil in my apartment with my wife. At the time was my girlfriend. But I had to have her in the living room with me when I was playing it because it was so scary. She'd have to sit next to me on the floor.
Rogue Eggman says that's funny.
I think it was the original Resident Evil. And I remember the scariest part of that game was we were walking down this hallway and these zombie dogs jumped through the window. And it would, scare you every time. Scare me every time.
Rogue Eggman says I just passed that part on my last playthrough yesterday.
Oh, really? I didn't know people still played the original. So that was the original one, right? Hey, what time is it in California? You guys in here getting up early. It's insane. 6 a.m.? Do you work from home, Rogue? Assuming you work from home? I don't even know what you guys do for job. Because I never asked.
Rogue Eggman says we went overnight, so I stayed up to keep an eye on the stream.
Okay. How do you determine the schedule for that? It seems like every time I see, it's online. $2.99. I normally notice gas prices. What are gas prices out there? If anyone hasn't watched Landman, good show. I'm addicted. So much so that I stayed up until 5 a.m.
Rogue Eggman says more or less just vibe check it. February is a special circumstance because it is a short month.
Okay. I didn't even think about it. I should have told you guys they had a televised, we had an officer killed, not my department, but a local department had an officer killed like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and they televised the funeral procession and the funeral. So it's kind of neat to watch. I don't know if that's something your viewers would be interested in, but it's always It's always special. Actually, when I see, so a friend of mine does the video for it. So he does like drone footage of. He streams on Twitch, but he's an Emmy award-winning videographer too. But he always captures all the.
Rogue Eggman says we've streamed those processions before.
Oh, really
Very
nice.
somber events.
Yeah. So he always does the gets drone footage of like the procession, does video footage of the whole funeral and the flag folding and the riderless horse and the carriage and all that stuff. When he puts it up, which it may already be up, I'll send you a link to it. He's really good. I mean, he started his videographer stuff. He's still a police officer. He runs the drone program for the city department, and he streams on Twitch. He got started doing that. Like, that was his hobby that has now turned into this whole other career. And he's still, active commander of the drone unit for the city. But when I see the video, I'll send it to you. It's pretty good. I've watched a bunch of his videos on stream before. He did a video with the state police of the escort for IU's football team. I think it was when they were leaving for the Rose Bowl, or he flew down on a helicopter with state police and then did drone footage and then video footage of like the escort. And he finished it one night when I was streaming, and he came into chat and he let me show it like first on stream, so it was kind of cool. World premiere. Instrumental. Wearing my All Day NYC bird poop shirt.
Rogue Eggman says, what games are you playing tonight?
Somebody sent me a new golf game that's kind of like Golf with Friends, but it's like first person. But it's like your little like cartoon characters basically playing like golf in like a 3D world. Which I guess Golf with Friends is too, but and you're actually like hitting the ball and stuff, but you're also trying to like, I'll have to send the link to you. You're also trying to like take out your teammates while you're doing it. So it's like battle golf or something. Something to hammer.
Rogue Eggman says Super Battle Golf.
I think that's it, yeah. I think I might have sent it to you.
Hammondless Gaming says, why is it so early?
We have,
Uncle J Pop says, good morning.
Yes, it's massive.
we have cadet interviews at 10. I have to go in early.
Rogue Eggman says, I've heard it floated around a bit.
Yeah,
Uncle J Pop says, how we doing?
I mean, I'm up
Blorp says Hammondless Gaming is playing a Blorp Walken.
5 hours earlier than I normally am.
Cirque Knight 225 says Morn Mush.
Morning. Yeah, Super Battle Golf. It's like $9. Uncle J-Pop, are you back home now? You West Coasters, getting up early.
Uncle J Pop says happy Friday, y'all.
Oh yeah. Hell, I get off early, so that's the only advantage. Going in early, I get off early tonight, so I might go home and take a nap. Good play. Although Shumba's in town.
Uncle J Pop says always up early here.
Shumba's in town. And had sent me a message last night about going to Yummy Bowl. So they do that right after work.
Uncle J Pop says I want Yummy Bowl.
Do you guys not have one of those there? I saw that car from way back there. I figured it was us. Nice. Put it in there anyway.
Uncle J Pop says good question.
I think it's considered Mongolian barbecue style something.
Uncle J Pop says probably not the same name but similar.
Yeah. I couldn't believe Hammer. I couldn't believe you guys with the David Busters. Of all the places you guys could have gone in San Diego to eat,
Hammondless Gaming says his choice. Hammondless Gaming says it was fun.
do that here. It's a City Tacos. The move. And it was Thursday. You could have walked to Thursday, or no, is it Wednesday? When's the Ocean Beach thing?
Hammondless Gaming says it sounds like I will have tonight off early as well as might not have to work tomorrow.
what's the plan? So you're in San Diego. You need to go to. You're in Ocean. Wait. Are you going back to LA then, or do you stay in San Diego? Whatever's happening here, dude. Why are you flashing your lights at me? You're the one that went. Flashing your lights doesn't do you any good. You decided to pass. There's cars coming in a no passing zone. I need to turn off. Whoa. Is everybody? Am I in a driving simulator? What is happening? I need to turn around. I'm just going to do it right here. Middle of country road that's the speed limit's 55 miles an hour.
Hammondless Gaming says I am staying here as I need to be on site Monday, but maybe I can convince Mark to meet me halfway, to mess with his setup Sunday while hanging with Jonathan.
Jonathan. You guys need to go to that City Tacos that we went to on Wednesday. Before church comes.
Kripa9 says hello King Keto, how are you doing today? Smiley face. Clear skies baby.
Crips, how are you?
Hammondless Gaming says maybe I will DM Bliss and see if he is here.
I think he's in LA. I think he was live yesterday, and I think it said that he was heading to LA.
Kripa9 says I am doing alright mate. Half awake at the moment, was up for work around 4 a.m. Now chilling and seeing how Mr. Mushroom be.
I'm up. What? Six hours earlier than I normally would be up right now? 5 hours?
Uncle Jacob says yeah Danny went back to La.
I thought he was going to Mexico. I'm so confused.
Kripa9 says you have a trusty energy drink on hand.
Red Bull. Sugar-free Red Bull.
Hammondless Gaming says oh okay I know he was supposed meet Sweaty here in SD but I don't think that's till later next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Schedule.
Hammondless Gaming says I have a wild berries one.
What was the new one you were drinking the other day? The white, was it white? Cherry something? I told the bookstore guy about it. He finally got this one this week. Which is nice.
Hammond Liz Gaming says I can send you a pic of the can later.
I can just Google it. I think it's a seasonal something.
Hammond Liz Gaming says cause I don't remember myself.
So what are you going to do if you stay in San Diego? I mean, I guess you are staying. So what are you going to do tonight? I'm trying to think who else is in San Diego.
C_Hag says morning shroom. Heading to work 6 hours early. Uncle J Pop says Cherry Sakura is the name.
Ah, that's it. There you go. Cherry Sakura. I remember because Hammer said it wrong. Said, what did he say? Sakara? We're definitely from Indiana.
Uncle J Pop says Lolagul.
What is that? Where's Cozy? Who's doing the SIP awards? I put Hammer. I nominated Hammer for gaming.
Uncle J Pop says take a guess. Lol.
Saddam. Saddam Sam. When I heard that Sentless talking about it yesterday, I was like, if you do them every month, it kind of ruins the...
Uncle J Pop says Snooze Fighting and Crispy Jenny.
Oh, how was I going to guess? I don't know either of those people. I would have never guessed that.
Hammond Liz Gaming says what did miss?
There's SIP awards, I guess. So it's another award thing for streaming. And all the like usual people are nominated again. Like, I don't know. I could do my own awards and just pick people that I know, you know. Like, oh, I'm gonna nominate Uncle J Pop and Hammond Liz Gaming and Jane Rio, April Anonymous, and then announce a streamer of the year. Like, my streamer. The Mushbox Award show. Mushbox Streamer Awards. It's only people that have Mushboxes.
Uncle J Pop says Uncle Oprah Awards.
Yeah. Everyone just does their own. Him and Liz Gaming Streamer Awards 2026. Or just do them every month. Him and Liz Gaming March 2026 Streamer Awards. Who's the streamer of the month? There's a bunch of people on there that I had never heard of.
Uncle J Pop says Streamer of the Week Awards.
Yeah. Streamer of the day.
C_Hag says Streamer of the Week Awards. Uncle J Pop says yeah, I have no idea who a lot of them are. Uncle J Pop says morning at C_Hags.
But they've been nominated before, nominated for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And Chris Robinson of Black Crows said he spoke
C_Hags says morning at Uncle J Pop.
Chris said, "Oh, these fools get in here by dinner." But then they didn't spend a lot of time talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know the Gallaghers think it's really stupid. They really do. But they think a lot of things are stupid. I know they just proceeded to talk about soccer, which is just so exciting. Big old red tail right now is starting to World Cup. I live about 8 miles from one of the stadiums in New Jersey. Do you think I could get $10,000 for a night? If that's the case, I don't care if you take a crap on my carpet. Oasis and a few, but first, another British band, Prodigy. Love you.
Uncle J Pop says I remember when this came out.
Okay.
Uncle J Pop says good one. Uncle J Pop says 1996. Madlove_inspiration says hi much, what's the time there this morning?
Morning, 9:30. Early for me. We have interviews at 10 a.m., so I had to go in early. Unfortunately.
Mad Love underscore inspiration says, wait, you're on East Coast time. I thought you were Central.
No, I mean EST.
Mad Love underscore inspiration says, no wonder it's daylight there and I can actually say morning RN lol. I'll be est for a little longer.
Yeah, usually not up this early. But I have to go in early. We have interviews. Of course, they do them on day shift hours. We'll do them on my time frame. Could have started them at 3. Alright. We're gonna raid.
Uncle J Pop says, maybe I make this a half day.
Yeah. Wish I could. We have NYC tours.
Mad Love underscore inspiration says, I mean, I have been getting up at like 9 a.m. and hitting the metro the last few days. Uncle J Pop says, should have just taken the whole day off.
Yeah. Are you physically in the office today, or are you working from home? Alright, I'm thinking NYC tours or Diana. I haven't rated Diana in a bit. And I don't think I've probably only rated NYC tours once, twice.
Uncle J Pop says, well, I'm not there yet. Lol.
Oh, I got you.
Uncle J Pop says, Temu can wait. Mad Love underscore inspiration says, alright, well, have a good day of interviews.
You have a good day as well. If you stick around for the raid, that'd be appreciated. We're gonna go see someone. I haven't decided yet. Either Diana the dog groomer, who's the first recipient of the mushbox giveaway, or NYC Tours, who is a roll-off truck driver in New York City. Streams his truck driving all day, which is really cool to watch. Alright, Diana it is. Hearing none. Start the raid.
Sari underscore bot says, have a great rest of your day.
Mad love.
Don't forget to stay hydrated and take care of yourself.
If you stick around, I'm sure you'll like Diana. She's good people. Does some IRL.
Uncle J Pop says, have a great day.
Does some IRL herself, which is a lot of fun. But streams her dog grooming every day. And
Mad Love underscore inspiration says, have a great day.
Go over there, check her out. I'll be back around 6, possibly. I might be going to
Hammond Liz Gaming says, have a good day, maybe CYA tonight.
you as well. What's that guy? Might be going to dinner with Shumba later, but if not, I'll be live around 6. So go check out Diana, and I'll be back at some point tonight. Thanks for hanging out. I will see everyone later. And I do not have the option to raid, which is my favorite thing.